All right, good morning, traders. Today is June 28th, 2024. Thank you all for being here. My SPY pivot remains at 544.50. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. SPY closed with a 2-hour uptrend and a 10-minute uptrend. All right, so looking for green erases red over the pivot for entries. Okay, SPY, Diamond Dow, FNGU, and QQQ are still all in uptrends, while IWM remains in a downtrend. SPY, FNGU, IWM, QQQ all made higher lows and higher highs, closing over their bullish traps over the rising 17 EMAs. Diamond Dow made a higher low and a higher high, but closed inside the bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. Gold, still in an uptrend, made a lower high and a lower low, closing between the bearish trap and under the 17 EMA. It closed between the bearish trap and the 17 EMA. Silver, in a downtrend, made a higher high and a higher low, closed inside the bearish trap under the 17 EMA. USO and UNG remain in uptrends. UNG made a lower high and a lower low, closing underneath the bearish trap under the 17 EMA, while USO made a higher high and a higher low, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. US dollar index still in an uptrend, closed near the 105.92 area. All right, let's go take a look at some charts this morning, all right? Because we are into technical analysis. Here's price action. So you can see the candle closed up over the yellow line. That's the 3 EMA. Okay, price and the 3 are up over the white line. That's the 8 EMA. So it closed over the trap. And these dots are the 17 EMA. So we closed up over the trap when the trap is also over the 17 EMA. So we are gapping up this morning into, well, this consolidation right over here. All right, so we'll see where it goes from there. All right, so nice gap up. On the 10-minute chart, let's go look at the 10-minute. We left off yesterday. You can see we have a 10-minute uptrend. Price and the 3 and the 8 all up over the 17 EMA. We left off with a 10-minute uptrend. 2-hour chart. 2-hour chart, you can see we left off. The shaded section is the pre-market, post-market. Price action, you can see for the 2-hour chart, we left off with a 2-hour uptrend. So we have a daily uptrend. We have a 2-hour uptrend. We have a 10-minute uptrend. All we need to see is green erases red, and that's an entry to jump in for the long side. So there is SPY. This is the pink line right here. I'm going to actually, you know what? I'm going to recolor it. See if I can recolor that. Edit. Because my other lines are pink, so I'll call this one. What color do I want to put this? Let's put it blue, like that. Okay, so the blue line. See the blue line right there? All right, so price is up over the all-time high anchored VWAP, which to me says money is still coming into the market. All right, so all-time high anchored VWAP, price is on top of it. If I see green erase red over that, I really want to be bullish on that. All right, so there's SPY. All right, let's take a look at QQQ. QQQ, let's take a look at the daily chart. Daily chart, this is yesterday's candle. Higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Okay, so in an uptrend. SPY in an uptrend. QQQ in an uptrend. FNGU, guess what? Same deal, in an uptrend. Look at FNGU. Challenging the 2-year high right there this morning already. All right, so FNGU in an uptrend again, same as QQQ, closing over the trap over the 17 EMA. IWM in a downtrend. Okay, They just took out this flaky high, so in the pre-market this morning, they're in the flaky uptrend. Right now, if they take out this high, then they're in the uptrend, but they're in the flaky uptrend because they just took out this high. So we'll see what happens. So IWM in a flaky uptrend as of this morning. Last night, still in a downtrend. If we take into account this morning, we got ourselves a little flaky uptrend. All right, so here's IWM. Disregarding today's price action, we're still in a downtrend. If you include it, we got the flaky uptrend. All right, price action yesterday, higher low, higher high, closing over a bullish trap and over the 17 EMA. So inside the VWAP pinch area right here. So that probably, depending on where they go from here, we could just see a reversal sometime around noon today. We'll see what happens. There's IWM. Let's take a look at Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow, higher low, higher high, closing inside the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. There's Diamond Dow in an uptrend. It's in an uptrend because it took out this high right there. All right, let's take a look at technicals. T2122. Is that the right one? I thought we went further than that. All right, so here's T2122. All right, you see we blasted up out of the sell zone through the seller's chop zone into the buyer's chop zone, and the bears threw us out. We made higher lows, made another higher low here, and then at the end of the day, we rallied back into the buyer's chop zone. So nice work on T2122. T2123. We have been caught underneath this force field from the Death Star of the 200 SMA right here. You can see price action yesterday, mostly red. See that? Mostly red all day. Having a hard time just filling gaps here. Still just not filling gaps. At the end of the day, they had a little rally there. They had a rally at the beginning, and then I don't know what happened. They lost the Momo, and you can see right there, just spent the rest of the day under the opening print. And at the end of the day, they came in and rallied it back up over the opening print. So there is T2123. We're stuck in quadrant 1. All right, like to see us find support like right around here, like right now, okay? And coming back up to the midpoint. Like to see us come back to the midpoint. We'll see what happens. So what has happened? We have made a lower high, prior high, lower high, and market law number 4 says failure to make a significant higher high. Chances are you're going to go test the lows and probably make a lower low. All right, so there you go. So there's market law number 4 playing out right there over the course of 30 days. Right there. So that started on the 22nd of May, and you already know we're on the 28th of June. All right, so over the last 30 days, we've had the meltdown. All right, the snowman is melting away. A little bit truth there of sell in May and go away kind of happening. So there's T2123. 3 bar is going to look the same way, but it doesn't have that 200 falling on it. All right, 200 curling over here. All right, so I don't know if we can get back to the midpoint, but we'll see. We're caught underneath this, underneath the 17 EMA. And you can see price action right here, stuck in quadrant 1, just like it was on the 15-minute chart. This is the 3-bar chart. Okay, again, lower high, stuck in quadrant 1, challenging these lows. Really like to see a bounce here, okay, but doesn't mean we're going to get it. So there's T2123. Here's 3-bar chart, okay. You can see right there. Green mostly all day. A little bit of pullback to VWAP, another pullback to VWAP, and then a rally up. So there's FNGU, green from almost from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. Couple of red candles in there. All right, let's go back and take a look at some other charts. First, take a look at, let's take a look at silver and gold precious metals. Silver started a downtrend because he took out this low right there. So silver, yesterday's price action, higher low, higher high, closing under bearish trap under 17 EMA. Silver back in a downtrend. Gold still in the uptrend. All right. So gold still in kind of like the flaky uptrend right here because it just took out this high. All right. And they didn't take out this low or this low. So they're still in that flaky uptrend. Yesterday's price action, higher low, higher high, closing, actually closing between a bearish trap and a 17 EMA. So gold still in the flaky uptrend, silver in the downtrend. All right, let's take a look at USO. USO in an uptrend. It's in an uptrend because we beat these highs right here. Broke the downtrend line. Price action come up. Yesterday's price action, higher low, higher high, closing over bullish trap over the 17 EMA. USO crude oil in an uptrend. UNG also in an uptrend, but it's been selling off since about the 11th of June. All right, so you can see right there, price action. Nice to see a doji finally materialize just before we get to the bottom and make a lower low. But yesterday, price action, lower high, lower low, closing underneath the bearish trap, underneath the 17 EMA. As ugly as that is, it is still in an uptrend until it breaks that low right there. Okay, so that's UNG. So there's energy. I just did USO and UNG. I just did precious metals, silver and gold. All right, so both of the energies are in uptrends. Precious metals, gold's in the flaky uptrend, silver's in the downtrend. IWM just got the flaky uptrend going just this morning. Again, it's not during market hours, so we'll see what it prints out for a candle. But as of this morning, it looks like it's starting a flaky uptrend. Finally, we might have small caps and mid caps kind of turning around. That would be really nice. Not sure what that's going to look like after the market opens. It very well could retrace and open up lower. So we'll see what happens there. All right, let's take a look at economic calendar. And yesterday we had the main event. It was GDP, okay? It wasn't fantastic, but it wasn't bad. All right, that was the main event yesterday. Today we got personal income and outlays, 8:30. Chicago PMI, 9:45. Consumer sentiment, 10. And that's it. Got a rig count at 1 o'clock on Friday, usually every Friday. So that's it. Light day. Options expiration Friday. We'll see what happens with options. I do expect them to probably go up and challenge those highs later today. If they can, we'll see what happens. Let's go take a look at Max Pain. Max Pain is 543. I don't see us going anywhere near that. Put to call ratio is 4 puts to every call. Excuse me. I got to tell you, that's a nice setup for a put squeeze. They've already got the pressure on them early this morning. If they just don't let up, we could have a nice rally into some new highs. All right, so there's a put squeeze setting up. 4 puts to every call, and that's just the puts that expired today. All right, so earnings calendar. Nothing much happening. A lot of people still looking for P&Ls or trying to complete them. Coca-Cola Euro Pacific, I think they've been on earnings calendar for the last 3 weeks. And they just keep bumping up this way and this way and this way again. So nothing really happening as far as earnings go. For Friday, Tuesday, more P&Ls that still have to be completed. That was Monday. Tuesday, which would be July 2nd, all right, more P&Ls that still have to be completed. July 3rd, day before the 4th, more P&Ls that need to be completed. So it looks like earnings season is all wrapped up here. So we'll see what happens there. So nothing from the earnings looks like it's going to squash the bulls if they want to run and make new highs, okay? On the economic calendar, we just went through GDP. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad, all right? And nothing on the economic calendar looking like it's going to squash GDP. Jobless claims came in at 230, I think it was 233,000. 233,000 jobless claims. I don't know what the workforce is, but I got to imagine it's close to 180 million. That's not bad numbers at all. That's really, really, really low unemployment. I think we're employing a lot of people from south of the border in addition to all of the employment that we got going on. So the country's really doing well. The market's doing well. We'll see what happens. A little bit of inflation going on, and I think families are feeling a little bit of that. Other than that, let's go take a look at the dollar. Dollar closed. We had a red candle, but you can see retraced over half of it, all right, and closed around 105.92 area. And then we started out this morning. We got a green candle to make actually challenge that prior high up there, but still just wedging to the upside. Dollar still in an uptrend here. Ever since they took out this high right here, it's been in an uptrend. So there's the U.S. dollar. So we went and did the dollar. We did the max pain, looking like if the market makers want to do a put squeeze, oh my gosh, 4 puts to every call. Today's the day. Earnings calendar, nothing there. Economic calendar, nothing there. Nothing to squash the bulls, all right, other than sellers. All right, everything's looking good. All right, so I'm going to take questions in the room, all right? Before I take questions, let's just go visit a few other sectors. Okay, let's start off with, so you can think about your questions. All right, SMH, in an uptrend till it takes out this low down here. I got a feeling it's going to set a higher low right here. But SMH in an uptrend until it takes out that low. So we got semiconductors on our side. XLK in an uptrend until it takes out this low right here. All right, XLK in an uptrend. XLF in the flaky uptrend taking out this high. Okay, XLF in an uptrend. Not real pretty, kind of sloppy here, pulling back, setting up almost an inverse head and shoulders, this being the head, left shoulder, right shoulder. We'll see what they want to do. XLF in the flaky uptrend. Transports, still in a downtrend, okay? Transports, still in a downtrend. I thought we had an uptrend. No, we didn't. Yeah, that was that one day they had a print that was like way up here. And transport still in the downtrend. I got to say, and this looking like a wedge here. And looked like a lot of pressure on that top line. So if transports could get into an uptrend, you never know. We could see a nice rally up over 550. All right, we could see a nice rally up over 550 if the transports could get it together. But yesterday's candle, you can see it, red candle, lower high, lower low, closing under a bullish trap under the 17 EMA. They didn't break this uptrend line. They didn't break any downtrend lines either, so we'll see what happens. All right, I'll take questions in the room. Other than that, I'm going to render the video, get it posted. All right. I want to thank everybody out there in digital land, and I'm talking about YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, Instagram. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the kind comments and all of the love. Appreciate that. All right. We got a short week next week. All right. Just a couple of days. I think we got 2.5 days next week, and then we got 2.5 days off. So really short week next week. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are as well. I don't know if you're going to start your holiday festivities early, but anyways, if you are, if I don't see you, I wish you all a safe weekend over the next 2 weekends. All right, this weekend, next week, and next weekend following. All right, so wishing you a safe weekend and enjoy the time with your family and friends. All right, so that's it right there.